the Scooby-Doo to my Shaggy. Oh my god.
I'll take it. That's perfect.
I don't make a habit of taking food from strangers. Don't take food from strangers, kids. It's finally time to actually do a dungeon, and I've forgotten every button that ever did was. I feel this quite deep in my core, out in public. When I see people's feet, a little bit part of me is just a little bit disgusted. Do you see that name below Captain Fidget? Changed. In the blink of an eye.
Said you're gonna read Custard Kid for the rest of the episode.
Kid, that's it. I was livid. I was fuming.
If the only way you were gonna win is by surprising your opponent, then you're a bad player.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Thoughts?
Kapow! What's up, my baby bombers? My name is Beggar Bulbasaur, and welcome to episode 19 of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. We are joined as always by our partner in our mystery solving partner, the Scooby-Doo to my Shaggy. Oh my god!
I'll take it. That's perfect.
That is kind of perfect, isn't it?
That's so accurate. It hurts.
Season 2 of Mystery Dungeon. We've got to go down that road for the art. It's you as Scooby and me as Shaggy. Wow, that scarily works. I just had a mind blown.
Do you know what? That was actually my first ever nickname as well. Was Scooby-Doo. That's what my aunties and stuff used to call me. It was Little Scoob.
It's a bittersweet thing with me because when I went to Comic-Con the year before last, but it was with my ex, which is kind of a sore subject, but we went as Shaggy and Velma.
Okay.
So there are pictures of me at Comic-Con. I'll treat you. I'll chuck up a couple up on the screen right now of me, but I kind of look like I didn't bother dressing up because it's just black jeans and a green, slightly oversized t-shirt.
Nice.
That's all I really wore. Whereas she was in the full proper out and get up, and we had a little box of Scooby snacks.
Nice.
And we were considering putting real cookies in them and going around saying like, take a cookie.
Do you want a Scooby snack?
Yeah. But at the same time, we're a bit like, if someone came up to me and I would be a bit ominous, I wouldn't. I don't want to count myself as like a big over paranoid person, but I don't make a habit of taking food from strangers. Don't take food from strangers, kids. But nonetheless, that was a mind blowing moment. If you're excited for this episode of Mystery Dungeon, slap that like button. We had some hella story going on in the previous two.
So
not
much.
In the last one, but the last two really, and I was all about it. Like the emotions were here, there, and everywhere. I do want to make an apology about the audio. I mean, I'm sure most of you are laughing at it off at this point, but in episode 15, I made a point. I even did a little edit pop-up where I was like, Fidget's been round, fix the audio, shouldn't ever be a problem again. And then lo and behold, 17, 18, the exact same thing happened, but it was due to a different reason. It was nothing to do with what Fidget did. It was to do with Audacity, which I've now uninstalled. I don't need it anymore. I have better ways of recording. Shout out and thanks to Captain Fidget, but we don't need it anymore. And I did a couple of tests, and it seems to be working better now. So fingers crossed that it's not an issue again. So here we go. Hit that like button for us if you're excited for this episode of Mystery Dungeon. And like I said, it's finally time to actually do a dungeon, and I've forgotten every button that ever did was.
Oh no!
Every button that ever did was.
It's not even been a week this time. It's only been a couple of days. Do we not want to go straight down the stairs?
Yeah. Oh, is it? Are we going down? Is that?
Yep.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a fight that was unnecessary to have. But never mind. Right, here we go. Oh, we have been warned that things get harder, and I sense things getting harder. I'm not going to lie.
I can feel it in my fingers.
I feel it in my fingers. Fidget feels it in his toes. Oh, I'm very confused.
Don't be talking about my toes.
I'd rather not. I'm not a fan of feet.
Just as a general, just.
Yeah. I'm that guy that sleeps with socks on most of the time.
Oh, do you know what?
Don't get me wrong. There'll be times I won't be like if I've just got back from if days where I've been doing shows, which was not recently, but a big part of my life, then generally get home and you're just like, oh, get everything off me. But generally speaking, I'm all, and don't get me wrong, it'll be a fresh pair. I won't just wear the socks that I've been wearing all day.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
I'll put on, because I just don't like having, the feel of bare feet. The only time it's acceptable is on a beach. And I feel this, then you get a bit of an insight to Beggar Bulbasaur here. I feel this quite deep in my core, out in public, when I see people's feet. A little bit part of me is just a little bit disgusted. I'm just like, oh, no need to have your feet.
There's no need to have those out.
There's no need to have your feet out. Like even
put it away, put it away.
I know it's socially accepted, but even girls like wearing flip-flops or gladiator like sandals have been like, heels are an exception. Heels are an exception. Like if it's
what an arbitrary exception.
I know. I know. I'm not saying this. I'm not putting this forward as you should all feel this way. I'm just letting you in on a little bit of that, about a little bit of myself.
This is just how I feel.
I better be. Yeah, I am. It's just how I feel. It just disgusts me. Just a little bit. Like, is it? Where there is a foreign culture where it is like incredibly rude to bear the heel, not your feet in general, but like the soles of your feet.
Yes, yeah, no, there is one specifically that's like you cannot show the soles of your feet.
It's like It's like the equivalent to giving someone the finger. Do you know what that is? Comment down below, or maybe
it's unacceptable. I don't think it's the same as like giving someone the finger. That's specifically like a hey.
Yeah, I think that's what. But either way, it's very more than frowned upon, shall we say? But yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan in the world. Don't get me wrong, like you get used to. I don't go into feet like it's not that bad. Like I've made a point of saying in this series, I spent a lot of time getting changed around people, so like it's not like something that's new to me. I'd rather not. If I had the choice, I'd rather not, Captain Fidget. Does that make me the worst person there?
No, not at all. We all have our hang-ups. We all have our hang-ups and things we'd rather just not...
What's one of your pet peeves? A random pet peeve of yours.
Do you know what? Randomly, you were talking about feet, and there's some...
I love them!
No.
The more the better!
Not personally, but there are some people who weird me out, and it's those people who will sleep with a blanket over their head with their feet sticking out the bottom.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That's kind of weird.
I've met a couple of them in my life. My brother is one of them. And I'm like, why? He's like, it's just more comfortable. It's like, how do you breathe?
Yeah, like it's funny you say that because you've seen my get up, Uncle Fidget, of like my sleeping arrangement. You slept on the bed that I normally slept on, and I slept on the couch when Fidget came. If you were wondering, I slept in the garden.
We snuggled and it was great.
It was that episode of
I was the
Friends
little spoon
with Joey and Ross. I'm going for a nap. That was a good nap, man. But nonetheless, so like I'll sit up. Like I have like a floor bed, like a mattress, and I'll sleep on that. But like I'll sit up and like lean against the sofa that's behind it, and to my right I've got a table and that's got my Mac on it, which I do a lot of editing on and stuff. So I'll be like on my editing on my Mac and doing stuff, and the TV's in front of me, so I'll be dipping between the two. And when it comes time to go to sleep, my Mac never gets turned off. That would be the easy resolve to this, but I just don't do that. I don't turn my Mac off. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I'll just turn over, and there comes a point where if you're anything like me, you can't stay on one side for too long. You spend like 10 minutes on one side. If you're not asleep, you need to turn because you're going numb and it's uncomfortable. Yep. So you turn over and then suddenly the light from the Mac, because it's not been left alone for like 5 minutes yet, and again, I could solve my own problem for making it a small amount of time before I touch the mouse where the Mac will go to dark mode, but I digress. I have not done that. And like the light was shining even though I had my eyes closed, and I was like, oh, that's annoying. So I got a pillow and put it over my head. And I lasted about 20 seconds and I was like, oh my God, I'm dying, I'm buried alive, which is one of my biggest fears in the world, by the way.
That's fair.
FYI.
That's understandable.
So what a random little tangent story I went on there, but I think people are about it. So
I am very much the same. I'm the kind of person, I can't sleep without at least sound. I need sound. I need something playing in the background.
Yes. I like, if ever I've got guests, one of the first things I'll say is like, how are you with noise in the background? Because I've had overnight guests in the past who are like, oh no, I need silence, and I'm like, oh.
Language.
I'm editing it.
I mean, I did it earlier, but I've got a bleep button now.
I've had one of those for ages, but like, trust me, having a bleep button doesn't always help. Remembering you've got a bleep button at the time where you want to swear is the trick, my guy. But I'll do it in post. But no, I forgot the point I was making now.
That people sleep with sound and stuff. and people who don't
I
are
was
weird.
like, oh no, I need sound, but like it has to be something. It can't be something I've never seen before because
then you're interested in it and you end up watching it.
And like exactly. So for me, I go for stand-up comedies that I've seen before that like I'm a big fan of. That I don't mind listening to and repeat. I go for, to be honest, a lot of the time I go for YouTube. But like not content because I want to pay attention to the content. I'll put on stuff like the complete timeline of Legend of Zelda, Metal Gear Solid, Pokemon.
Something you can listen to and kind of visualize in your head.
Exactly. Like, or speed runs. I love, like, putting them on and, like, I'll watch a bit and then my eyes will start to go and I'll just be listening to the commentary and things like that. Like, easy watching. Things I've seen in the past or things I wouldn't want to pay attention to every detail of anyway. But, yeah, I need sound. Let us know down below. What sort of sleeper are you? Are you the same? Do you need some sound?
Or are you a silent freak?
Yeah, what's your silent freak? It's comparing you to Jason from whatever Jason's from. Friday the 13th?
No.
Halloween? Whatever it is. Halloween.
Yes. Jason?
No.
Yes?
As a big fan of horror, I really should know that better.
As somebody who had to study this for his university degree, I feel like I should know this. Is it Jason? I think it's Jason. Yeah, Jason has the mask. No. Yes?
I've just got a message from Tommy Lou. This could be an interesting moment for the mystery dungeon.
Okay.
Let's read it out. Uploading now, boss, he says. Oh, right, okay.
All right, it's not that interesting.
No. We recorded yesterday the penultimate episode of Souling, Fidget. The penultimate episode of Souling. And I was like, yo, can you send me stuff tonight? He didn't send me stuff.
On the note of Tommy Lou, though.
Oh, yes. We need to talk. We need to have a conversation.
Right, to clarify, if you're not watching...
because it's my episode and I'm playing, you give your side, like, because that's what I'm going to... Before I say anything, I'm going to be like, Fidget, give me your side. But also now provide context for people that may not be watching the RYYZN for any reason.
If you haven't watched the RYYZN yet, small moment, go watch that. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. I really enjoy it.
I do too. I did 5, but I flexed this to Tommy the other day, Fidget. 5 episodes the day before yesterday. They call me the catch-up king. They call me the catch-up king.
I mean, I still think the Custard Kid's a better nickname, but the Catch-up King's pretty good.
I absolutely agree. The Custard. Yo,
shout out to Lewis.
You see that name below Captain Fidget? Changed. In the blink of an eye.
Said you're going to read Custard Kid for the rest of the episode.
That's it. The crossover. Yeah, if you're watching Mystery Dungeon, you kind of need to be... I want to promote this idea more, and you need to push this in Soul
you need a Petraberry.
In RYYZN. That's, it's like a crossover. You need to be watching both series to get to all the jokes, to get to all the references.
You need to watch the Soul Link.
Actually, on that note, I got bones to pick with you. There was literally an episode the other day where the name Mystery Dungeon came up in conversation, and you did not plug the Mystery Dungeon. I was livid. I was fuming. Like the words Mystery Dungeon came up. I can't remember under what context, but I remember enough that I'm sitting here passionately having a go at you about it. And you didn't plug the Mystery Dungeon.
I'm real bad at it.
My guy.
I'm bad at plugging it just in general. We need a Petra, I believe. Petra cures poison. Right, well, there you go. Yeah.
So get on that, my guy. But yeah, make sure you're watching the RYYZN. But anyway, back to how this started.
Yes. So if you haven't watched the RYYZN, the way it works is me and Tommy go through the game at the same kind of pace. It's supposed to be a versus, but because neither of us had ever played Sun and Moon before, we decided to go at the same pace. Once we beat a gym, or in this case, a trial, we go into battle with each other. Now, the way we've worked this out was we were like, we could go and showdown and do it the same way everybody else does, or we could be awesome and do it in-game.
No, if you can be awesome, always choose to be awesome.
And that's it, right?
Unless another option is to be Batman.
Be Batman instead, otherwise be awesome. So the way we do it is we run it off Citra, and we get a server. We jump into a server room. We're both in the same room, and then we can link the games together.
You can do this, by the way. Like any game that you might have seen PokeTubers play, which is a game for DS or GBA, will have been played on an emulator that cannot do this. It's only Citra that has been able to do this so far. Just for a bit more context, if you're not in the know.
Now, I'd love to fight him on a legit GS and all the rest of it, but it's so much harder. So, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we had our first issues where we jumped into battle, and the first round went off, and then the server crashed, and we got kicked out. Now, this is the one you've seen, isn't it?
I've seen everything but the latest episode.
Okay, yeah. So the latest one is even worse.
Yeah, I think
even worse.
I literally got Tommy's side of all of this yesterday, so I'm waiting for when the stories are gonna clash.
So I said to him, I was like, "Look, what do? We gotta try it again." And he went, "Shall we just play out the same moves?" And I was like, "Well, not really, because like I now know that that's a bad move for me. Surely the whole point of Pokemon is like, now we've got a little bit more knowledge, we should just play with the knowledge we have. We've both got the same advantage, quote unquote, because we're both in this exact same situation." He was like, "No, I think the fairest way for us to do it is to play out the exact same move again." I was like, "Fine." For clarification, he had a Mud Spray which had Galvanize as its ability. I threw out my Water-type Pokemon thinking it was fine, and it got trashed. The first time. The second time, I think we both ended up surviving, or his Pokemon survived on like a little bit of health. I got my hit off, and then went down. And then the third time round, I critted him, so I actually killed his Pokemon as well. I believe that's correct. I'm not sure. It's been a long while since that one happened. But I was essentially at more of an advantage in that battle than I was the first time round. And that's just Pokemon. That's the RNG of it. As far as I was concerned, like, we were in the same situation as each other. We played, we set the rules, we said, okay, we'll play out the same move and then go from there depending on what happens. And that's what happened. The latest episode that went up, well, it crashed like 7 or 8 turns in, and he was like, "What do we do?" And I was like, well, "There's no way we can replay it, because like it just will not be the same game. There is nothing we can do to make that the same game. If you just run backwards and forwards, you should heal."
My plan. Yeah, that's my plan.
There's no way we can recreate this. It just won't happen. And we both agreed to this. And then he swapped out his starter, and I swapped out my starting Pokemon, and then he showed me... Basically, Tommy had 2 secret things that he was banking on winning the game with. And he showed them both to me in times where the game crashed. So he'd revealed his hand, and I knew what I was playing around all of a sudden. Which allowed me to play better and win. Now again, I said to him, and I said to him there and then, that's rough. you got done over a little bit. But what am I meant to do? Just pretend, oh, I didn't even see that. I'm just gonna let you win now? No, it's a rival law. I want to win as much as anything. And as far as I'm concerned, like, as I say, we had the same knowledge on each other. We both played out the same amount of moves. But what? If the only way you were gonna win is by surprising your opponent, then you're a bad player.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Thoughts?
I don't want to, but I feel like I'm about to go onto the final floor, so I don't want to start and then be like, "Oh, hold on, stuff is happening."
No, I think you're fine. I think
because I have opinions. I've got something to say.
Share your opinions with me, brother. Share them.
I have opinions.
I wants to hear them.
You will. Bear with. Let me finish this floor. But make sure you are watching the RYYZN, guys, genuinely, and I'm not even just saying this as the generic. Like, oh wow,
Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yep.
I'm not saying it's the generic he's here or even the generic he's my mate, of course I'm going to support. I've been watching every episode of it and thoroughly enjoying it. It's really great that I like, and I think what makes it great is that it's the lad's first time playing it.
Uh-huh.
So that always had something. So they're reacting to a lot of stuff in real time, and then obviously the rival luck element adds to it as well. And they're both great content creators. So do go make sure that you're checking out the rival lock at the very least. If you haven't got time for it, because we haven't got time for everything, go and chuck a like. Go check out. Go to the latest episode on Tommy and Fidget's channel.
Don't fight big on. Just go down.
Show the love. Well, I'm here now. This is the
it's done now.
It's done. Also, I would also like to be at full health. Oh, Pikachu's wandered off.
If he dies, we both die.
Yeah.
There you go. You're full health. Stairs! No. Don't go grab him.
Oh, right.
If you go up the stairs, he will come automatically.
Cool.
Freaking Pikachu.
Right. Does this take me to a new floor or? Well, I know this is a new floor, but. Pretty sure B13F as well.
I feel like you're going to have a go at me. I feel like you're going to take Tommy's side of this.
But I'm taking both your sides, actually. His for one thing and yours for another. So I haven't seen the latest episode that Fidget just described where it cancelled.
I tried to keep that as spoiler-free as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. But from my initial hearing of that, my thoughts on that situation is, if you're... 7 turns in, yes, it is nearly impossible to recreate those circumstances. However, but I'm not saying that Fidget's in the wrong for this. I'm saying that this should have been thought about beforehand and made a mutual agreement. The way I would have done it, if it was me and you, me or Tommy, would have been like, say we were 7 turns in and you've taken 2 of my Pokemon and I'd taken 1 of yours. We would start the battle again, but with those Pokemon dead.
It wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy.
Why?
There's a whole bunch of setup moves in play. That's the real issue.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not finished.
Okay.
That's like that. I'm saying I'm not saying that's gonna solve every problem. I get the setup moves. I get the surprise of things, all this stuff. But I would still make every effort to recreate the circumstances as well as you possibly could. Just going back to the beginning. It's just an entirely new battle.
Yes.
I think you want to make it as similar as you can at the very least, regardless of setups and stuff. But at the same time, I still am more on the side of if you're that far in, it's just kind of ridiculous. And what if turn 1 I just click sword dance 3 turns and I can literally sweep from here, even though, or say you took out 3 of my Pokemon, but then I managed to set up sword dance 3 times. It doesn't matter that I've lost 3 Pokemon. I'm set up ready to sweep. So then you start a new game and okay, now it's 3 on 6, but I'm not set up to sweep anymore. So it's impossible to create those circumstances. So I think that far in, I would be a little more sorry. We did our best. However, with the first battle, for 1 turn, that was easier to recreate as far as I'm concerned. Even if that meant that you started the battle again, but with you going in with 5 Pokemon and Tommy going in with 6. That's how I think that should have played out. Turned out, doesn't matter, because spoilers, Tommy won that particular battle. So, turned out it didn't matter in the long run anyway. But, if that was me and you, I'd have been like, no. That was dead. It was dead. We restart, and you come in with 5 Pokemon minus that one, and I start with 6. So, in that situation, I do take Tommy's side, but it ended up not mattering because he won that game anyway.
Fair.
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped past some story there.
Where's the Pokemon mob that was following us?
There we go. We'll come back to this. Hey, look, there they are, over there. Catch bacon.
Whoa! Here they come! Run!
Stop right there! Don't let them get away!
They expect us to stop and wait for them? Oh no! Look!
Oh, that's a volcano.
It's a mountain of fire! Look at all that lava pouring from the crater. Can we even make it through there? But they're catching up to us. What'll we do, Bacon?
Look, there they are. Get them!
There's no choice now. Let's go!
Look at them go! They're running for Mount Blaze! Oh, Fidget, I want to go to Mount Blaze.
Blaze!
Are they insane? Mount Blaze is doomed desolation. No one's ever come this far. No one's ever come this far before. I gotta stop smoking. I don't want to go anywhere like that. It can't be helped. Only those brave enough will give chase. Wow, I died a little bit there, Fidget. Would you like to save your adventure? We've got some time, still time to go.
A little bit, yeah.
Save it. We will save right here. So, for the first battle, and I even left a comment as like, wait a minute, I thought you were trying to recreate the circumstances as best as possible.
And in hindsight, I agree with you. In hindsight, I agree with you.
I do take Tommy's side. You should have restarted with you. Like, that one was dead. End of story. Like, that battle changed too much. This new one coming up, I need to watch it before I can give a real opinion, but from what I hear, like, that many turns in, like, I mean, I'm not, like, if a Pokemon was dead that many turns in, I would still, my opinion's probably going to be the same of, oh, well, you should have restarted it with those mons that were dead that many turns in dead. Yes, you can't recreate the setups and stuff, but you still should set up it, recreate it to the best of your ability. But that's my rules. You know, like, oh, Pippin's going nuts. But that's my rules. You know, that's less of a, I judge this one less, but I've not seen it. But the first one, Fidget. Unreasonable.
Hey, I stand by the point. Yes, that was a better idea, but it's not one either of us came up with at the time, and we both agreed to the rules going into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just giving you my opinion. That's my hindsight on it. But yeah, absolutely. Like, again, like, you agreed to what it would be. And Tommy won, it made no difference, and still, check out. It's drama, my baby bulbers. Go and check out the drama. Darn it, where'd they go? They had to go this way. Keep your eyes open. Rah! Trump, 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 trump.
I think they're gone. That's a frozen Kangaskhan.
That is.
Which I believe is a save point. Whew. I think we managed to evade them. But there isn't any point hiding here. We have to get over this mountain to get away. Let's go as soon as we're ready, Bacon.
Talk to the Kangaskhan!
Bacon, are you ready?
Yeah, you're right. You are right, to be fair.
I'll be waiting when you get ready. Try to be quick.
It'll let you set. I'll check storage as well. Oh,
hey, nice.
To be fair, we are at 27 minutes. I think maybe like it's a few minutes shorter, and then we can start the next episode with you starting this dungeon. Yeah. I think that sounds fairer to me and easier for the sake of a few minutes. But we will do on camera just any swapping here, just very quickly, just maybe to fill some time. Hold on, what am I doing? Right, I want to store first. What do we not need?
Everything we got with us, we need really.
Yeah.
Oh, the gold ribbon. No idea what it does.
Oh, it's literally just to be sold.
Okay, store.
So we'll store that for now.
And the gummy.
Link box. Get rid of that gold gummy. We can get rid of that, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll keep the rest. And anything that he's got that we should want to take. A Pekka scarf. Prevents it from being poisoned permanently.
I don't know how to use them, though. They need somebody to hold them.
Yeah, we just make them hold it. We take it?
Yes.
Make one of them hold it? Make Pikachu hold it?
I mean, do we hold it if it's in our items, or is it only our team members?
I think we have to make them hold it.
Do we have any max elixirs with us?
But yes, we do. We have a few, actually. I'll take 2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, we must be full. That's it. Our storage is full.
Oh, well, we've got 3 on us, which is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is quite a long dungeon as well.
Yeah, so that was nice. To be fair, like we just did 13 floors of a dungeon, which I did first time again, by the way. Check out your boy, and I think that was a lot of entertainment in the conversation. So we will leave it there, my baby bulbers. Please, if you haven't already, have a look at that like button. Have you clicked it yet? Did you like? Do you normally like, but you just forgot in this moment? It happens. It happens to the best of us. Slap it now, my baby bulbers. Slap it now. Make sure you sub to our boy Captain Fidget, whose link will be down below as always, because the next episode will be over there. Thank you so much for joining us, my baby bulbers, and remember, we're all mad here.